Welcome to Beyond Measure. This is Liquid Watercolor by Dick Blick. In black, you can get it at dickblick.com. It's relatively inexpensive and has a number of uses. Up next, I'll use my Cricut and my Make the Cut software to cut some metal hearts out of the Strader Technologies glue film. Glue foil. The glue foil is a little bit lighter weight than 10 Seconds Studio, and it comes with an adhesive on the back in which you use heat to apply it to your surface. I'm using the Cuttlebug Diamond Plate Embossing Folder and my Sizzix Texture Boutique to emboss the glue foil hearts. Double or triple fold your ribbon at one end, then pull on an exposed wire at the opposite end to create a nice little ruffle. I cut a heart out of white cardstock and out of the Staples Write-On Transparencies. I had previously made my own alcohol ink using inexpensive alcohol ink-based markers and alcohol. Dry, then you'll adhere the two together with glossy accents. You see, the glossy accents cannot be seen through your transparency. With glue foil, I would normally bring out my heat gun or a craft iron to adhere. But because I'm adhering to the acetate, this disables me from using heat. So I'm using my 3M adhesive sheet from Oriental Trading. Woohoo! Now we get to adhere the ruffle to the back of our focal point. I prefer using hot glue to adhere the ruffle to the heart, because in my opinion, I think it's best to have something that will grab and dry quickly on this technique. This is the ultimate crafter's companion. The black cardstock is 8.5 by 11, and I scored at the half letter mark. Using my Fiskars circle punch 1.5 inch, I punched 4 circles out of black cardstock, poked holes in the center of 2, wound wire around a pencil to make a spring, placing one end of the spring through one of the holes, applying strong adhesive, then gluing one of the plain unpunctured circles to it. Repeat the connection and adhesive at the other end. Amy at Love to Crop gives an uber tutorial on this. Thank you so much, Amy. Guess what? Now it's time to get our wiggle on. This reminds me of Zumba class. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. This is a corrugating tool that the Lord gave me at a garage sale. Love, love, love my Fiskars paper trimmer. This is my black card base. When folded, the face of it is 8.5 by 5.5. This means I need to reduce the size for the next layer of card by 1/4 inch. So the metallic silver is 8.25 by 5.25. The same goes for the next layer. Reduce the measurement by 1/4 all the way around, making it 8 by 5. Let's see what looks best here. I'm adhering the black mat to the silver mat with the pink ATG gun. Next, I'll be adhering the red with the pink ATG gun. You know, using the ATG gun is like instant gratification. It's really great. This ATG gun is by Scotch. Taking the time to get those crisp folds will give more of a professional result at the end. We're getting closer. We're adhering the entire mat to the base of the card. The little lightning speed little roller is called a brayer. It helps to press everything evenly. I adhered the wiggler to the card with glossy accents. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's Valentine stamp set by K. Andrew Designs. Using Tim Holt's clear distress embossing ink, I stamped the sentiment Sweetheart. Next, I sprinkled white Zing embossing powder onto the sentiment. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. I felt like this needed a little lift, so I stamped it on a scratch piece of paper, tore around it, and applied it with the pop-up glue dots. Using my homemade embossing buddy creates an anti-static surface to emboss upon. I love this stamp. It's by Creative Imaginations. It's a foam stamp. The stupendous red tinsel embossing powder is so pretty. Next up from wonderful K. Andrew Design stamp set, it's Valentine's, are the lips. I tell you, these lips are very versatile. They can be sweet lips or they can be hot lips. I see some spots that need to be touched up with embossing powder, so I'm going to use my Zig embossing pens, which I so love. And then I'll place the embossing powder on it and then use the heat tool and we'll be all good to go. There is a bit of the residue on the card from the embossing buddy, so just wipe it off with a microfiber cloth. Do a quick touch up with a black marker over the stray embossing powder. Our project is complete. Thank you so very much for being who you are. You're a very important person. Be blessed beyond measure.